What's going on, everybody? Nick from 608 Fishing here. We finally got some cold weather again and the ice is thick enough, so I'm gonna try my second attempt at some ice fishing. My last attempt was a pretty big fail, as most of you pointed out in the comment section, but actually you guys left some really helpful tips, which I do appreciate. As someone who's new to ice fishing, I really wasn't sure where to start, and I wasted a great deal of time just trying to figure out a pattern to at least get some bites. A lot of you guys mentioned using tungsten jigs and Swedish pimples, so I went ahead and got on Amazon, and there's actually a really good selection of stuff to pick out from. So I tried to order a little bit of everything in some different colors. To tip the tungsten jigs, half of you guys said waxworms, the other half said minnows. So I went ahead and went to the pet store and I found some waxworms. So I'm gonna give these a try on the tungsten jigs and hopefully catch a fish. So thanks guys for all the tips. I am feeling pretty confident. I'm out here on the ice now, and freaked me out a little bit. As soon as I got done augering my hole, a huge crack spread out from where I just drilled that hole. So a little nervous. The ice seems to have settled down, so that's a little assuring, but anyway, I'm a little freaked out. I'm gonna start off with a medium-sized tungsten jig, and it was a pretty cool color. It's a chartreuse with some orange and black stripes on it. Ooh, that was a decent bite. Dang, come on. There's a bunch of them right below me. You guys can see all that yellow. Definitely getting a lot more action with this setup than I was before, which is exciting. Fortunately, they're not, I think the bait is a little bit too big, so I might try using half of one of these and see how that works. Oh man, they're fighting over it. I think they're just nibbling at it until the bait finally does come off. Okay, come on. Look at that presentation. That was pretty dang good. I'd eat that. Oh man, I don't know what the heck is going on here. I might switch to that smallest jig. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Look at this fish. Holy smokes. See, buddy? I'm getting a lot of action. It's just, I think a lot of those fish are pretty small. But you know, if there's small fish, there's bigger fish too. Let's see if I can't tempt one of those bigger ones on my hook. That last fish came from about midway up, so around 4.5, 5 feet. Oh, looks like we got some more fish around there right now. Same spot. Look at all the fish down there. That's crazy. Oh, dang it. I have noticed that they lose complete interest in the jig. Well, they don't lose interest. They still look at it, but they just completely stop biting unless there's a piece of waxworm on there. I don't blame them. They look pretty juicy. Well, there's a fish. Another little guy. See you later, buddy. Ooh, it's cold. All right, 2 fish. Nothing big, but hey, I'll catch those small fish all day. There's a fish. Biggest one so far. This guy was right on the bottom. This setup is working really well. So far I've caught, dang, I keep dropping my phone. So far I've caught 4 fish. Last time I was out here, it took me 2 days to catch 3 fish. Another nice little bluegill. See you later, bud. Oh, what do I have here? Holy smokes. This is the biggest fish I've ever caught through the ice. Look at this thing. That's a really nice bluegill for this pond, I'll tell you that though. That's awesome. See you later, buddy. Okay guys, so I've been out here for about an hour. And I've been getting a lot of action with this little tungsten jig tipped with some waxworm. I really do appreciate you guys for tipping me off to I appreciate you guys tipping me off to this this little jig here because it's been working great. I've been getting bites almost every time I drop it down there, so that's really cool. But since I don't have too much time, I think I'm gonna switch up, and a lot of you guys were mentioning Swedish pimples, so I bought a couple of those on Amazon. Might try I think it's a purple with a silver back. I'm gonna try that one, tip that with a little bit of waxworm, and maybe I can't hook into a bass or another big bluegill, because that bluegill was really cool. So let's see what happens, guys. Nice little bluegill. He went for the Swedish pimple. Well, there's a fish. My second fish on the Swedish pimple. Woo! Nice. I'm using a whole waxworm and just hooking it through 2 of the treble hooks. And that seems to be working pretty well. More often than not, I'm getting a good hookup. Compared to the mealworms, I would say that these fish definitely are more attracted to the wax worms. But the downside is that they come off the hook quite a bit easier. My tactic is pretty basic. I'm just dropping it all the way to the bottom, letting it sit there for a second or two, and I'm just slowly jigging it a couple times up, and then just let it sit. There's a fish. See you later, buddy. There we go. Dang, this is the smallest one yet. I don't have too much more time to fish, but I'd just like to thank you guys for all those tips you left in my last ice fishing video. I did not realize I was doing everything completely wrong, but after I used a couple of your tips with the tungsten jig and the Swedish pimple, I've had so much more luck. I can't even count how many bluegill I've caught. I've been getting action like every time I drop it down there, which is really cool. So thank you guys, I do appreciate that. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you on the next video. Definitely getting a lot more action with this setup than I was before, which is exciting. Fortunately, they're not, I think the bait is a little bit too big